Hello and welcome to the Midnight Bible Study. Proofs for the existence of God. That's the topic of today's report. We're going through the Catechism, one section at a time, get through this whole book in, 12 to 16 months, more or less. But for people with a busy schedule, we're going to do it with a minimum of commentary. And today's topic is incredible. It's proofs for the existence of God. I've done a number of videos that were more dramatic. This is fundamental and it's really amazing. So let's get right into it. Starting with paragraph 31. Created in God's image and called, the section is called Ways of Coming to Know God. Created in God's image and called to know and love Him, the person who seeks God discovers certain ways of coming to know Him. These are also called proofs for the existence of God. Not in the same sense of proofs in the natural sciences, but rather in the sense of converging and convincing arguments which allow us to attain certainty about the truth. That's a bold claim right there. Wait until you see what's coming. These ways of approaching God from creation have a twofold point of departure: the physical world and the human person. The physical world and the human person. Start with the physical world, paragraph 32. The world, starting from movement, becoming contingency in the world's order and beauty, one can come to a knowledge of God as the origin and the end of the universe, as St. Paul says of the Gentiles. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. Ever since the creation of the world, His invisible nature, namely His eternal power and deity, has been clearly perceived in the things that have been made. It's incredible. It's so simple. It's Okay, continuing on. And St. Augustine issues this challenge. Question the beauty of the earth. Question the beauty of the sea. Question the beauty of the air distending and diffusing itself. Question the beauty of the sky. Question all these realities. All respond, see, we are beautiful. Their beauty is a profession, a confession, a confessio. These beauties are subject to change. Who made them, if not the beautiful one? That's a key question. Who made them, if not the beautiful one, who is not subject to change? And the second part of departure, the human person. Paragraph 33. With his openness to truth and beauty, his sense of moral goodness, his freedom and voice of conscience. Think about this. These are all ways to know God. With his openness to truth and beauty, his sense of moral goodness, his freedom of the voice of his conscience, and with the longings for the infinite and the happiness, man questions himself about God's existence. Amazing. Those things we all take for granted are actually proofs of God. It's incredible. We just got to pay attention and know what's right in front of us. Going on. In all this, he discerns signs of his spiritual soul. The soul, the seed of eternity we bear in ourselves, irreducible to the merely material, can have its origin in God, only in God. Paragraph 34. The world and man attest that they contain within themselves neither their first principle nor their final end, but rather that they participate in being itself, which alone is without origin or end. Thus, in different ways, man can come to know that there exists a reality, which is the first cause and the final end of all things, a reality that everyone calls God. 35. Man's faculty, this is our final paragraph. Man's faculties capable of coming to a knowledge of the existence of a personal God. But for man to be able to enter into real intimacy with him, God willed both to reveal himself to man and to give him the grace of being able to welcome this revelation in faith. The proofs of God's existence, however, can predispose one to faith and help one to see that faith is not opposed to reason. So there you go. It's an incredible section, and it's worthy of reading several times in the Catechism just to ponder our own reality and how the proofs of God are right, within us and all around us. God bless you, and good night from the Midnight Bible Study.